Day 2 of my Advent videos for you, all about how to create a financially viable business, coaching business. Yesterday, I told you why I'm going to do this series of videos. To nutshell it, it's because there is a sense amongst some coaches, part of the coaching community, quite a big section of the coaching community actually, that it's not fair that coaches need marketing skills. And so whilst I can see why you might have that view, I'm going to help you develop those marketing skills because you do need them. It's not the best coaches who succeed to create coaching businesses, it's the best marketers. So the coaching revolution, what do we do? Well, we work with coaches who have a coaching qualification, who are taking a coaching qualification, or who are prepared to take one. We don't work with people who call themselves coaches, who choose that title to describe what they do. We work with people who are professional coaches. So let's talk about those coaching qualifications. Now, make no mistake, there are some marvelous coaching qualifications out there. And assuming you're not buying a coaching qualification for a tenner from Udemy, or you're spending 20 quid on some online thing that has no interaction and you don't get any coaching practice, no opportunity to kind of talk about what you've done and to hone your skills. That's not what I'm talking about. Those are not the coaches that we work with. The ones that we work with are the people who have a professional coaching qualification. And a good coaching qualification not only teaches you the theory of coaching, but it gives you lots and lots of opportunity to practice coaching too. There are loads of organizations out there who provide fabulous coach training. However, there are a surprising number of coaches who, when they leave their coach training organization, believe that what they have is a coaching business, that the skills they need to go out there and start their coaching business. And what you actually have, 90% of the time, there's an occasional difference, but mostly, what you actually have is a vocation. You have 50% of the skills, you've got the delivery stuff, your heart's full, you know what it is you want to do, but it's highly unlikely that you don't have the business development skills, or certainly not enough of them. And what I mean by that is that coach training schools' responsibility is to teach you how to be a good coach. They are training providers. And so their definition of success is X number of people into their qualification, Y number of people finish the qualification successfully, and they want those two numbers to be as close together as possible, hopefully identical number. What happens to you after you leave your training organization in terms of what you then go and do with your qualification is not part of their KPIs. And to be fair, it's not part of a university's KPI. What graduates go on and do might be very interesting to them, but it's not their responsibility, and they don't measure that as an indication of success. And I know that some training organizations do cover business development a bit. Even if they cover an entire module out of perhaps 10 or 12 modules that you cover in your coaching qualification, it's not enough. The business development skills as a percentage of a financially viable coaching business is 50%. 50% delivery, 50% skills to create the opportunities to do that delivery. Doesn't have to be 50% in terms of time, but it's certainly 50% in terms of skills needed to create a financially viable coaching business. So if we look at the nods at business development that some coach training organizations do, there are a number of things that I know to be true about some coach training. And I don't expect that this is true about all of them. And, if you kind of jump on the comments and go, well, my coach training, I'm not criticizing anyone. I am telling you what I know to be true, which is that the business development training that's done as part of a coach training program, as part of a coaching qualification, is rarely delivered by people who have successful coaching businesses. Now, what I mean by that is it's delivered by trainers, people with fabulous coaching qualifications who might be the best coaches in the world, but they work for training organizations delivering training and mentor coaching and support for people who want to be coaches. It's a bit like business studies, GCSE or A level. It's taught by teachers. It's not taught by people who have business studies experience. And that actually is really significant problem, because the theory of business development is one thing, but the practice is something completely different. Like, for example, if you try to teach yourself to coach by reading a book, you can have the theory in your head, but unless you've got the practical skills, you're not going to be the best coach. So when you finish your coaching qualification and you walk out of the door of your coach training school, be that a virtual door or a literal door, your mission needs to be to hone your business development skills so that you can have that financially viable coaching business that I know that you want. It's not impossible to get, but it is something that requires active seeking. You need to go actively seek this knowledge and information for yourself if what you want is a coaching business. See you tomorrow.